Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first ever cash condensing. My name is Vera and over here we have $1,000. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really don't know what I'm doing because, let me close this real quick, because I don't really watch these all that often. I'm not gonna lie, cash condensings are really not my favorite thing to watch, but it desperately needs to be done, and if I'm gonna do it, might as well make a video, right? So anyways, let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I know that it is not going to get me completely condensed. That's okay. I have to choose where I'm going to be condensing the most. And I do have like my little cheat sheet right here that shows me how much is in each envelope. And I don't know if y'all would want me to count each envelope before I condense it or just say how much is in there, condense it, and move on. I don't know. I guess we're just going to go with the flow. So let's get started. I hope you guys are having a great week. It is currently Wednesday. I am behind. I was supposed to do this probably on this week, like this weekend, but I didn't get the chance to. And then I really wasn't feeling all that great yesterday to film. So today it is. Starting with medical. Medical has $320. And I know that I'm not going to be able to, like I said, to condense everything. So we're going to need a 25 because it's $325. And then 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 120, 140, 150. Is that correct? Well, I guess we have our answer. We're going to have to count it all because I actually have no clue if that is correct. 325, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 320, 325. Okay, that is correct. So let's see. That's really awkward. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And then I can't really condense anything else just at this moment because I don't have any 50s. So yeah. 1, 2, 250, 70, 90, 310, 320, 325. We're going to come back though once we condense a little bit more because I know in a few folders like month ahead there's a ton of 50s, I believe. So once we condense that, it'll all make sense. Now, car maintenance. I'm so sorry. I didn't even check to see if y'all could see that. Car maintenance is 190, you guys. Y'all didn't see me do this, but I'm going to take an extra 10 that I have on my desk and put it in here because I'm not going to condense this to 190 and then have this be $90 just sitting here needing to be condensed next week. So we're just going to, pretend like y'all didn't see that. It's our little secret. Now there's 200 in here and it's going to get all condensed. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. Oh, I guess I need to separate that anyways. Total amateur over here. Like I said, I don't... I was not prepared. I don't watch these that often. I don't know how people normally do it. So I guess I'm going to have to start watching them and maybe I'll get better next time. Month ahead has 325. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if I am going to condense these just yet. I'll probably do one set of them. And then we'll keep the 50s. Let's see. 20, 40, 60, 80, 125. So I can do a 20. I'll leave a 20 and the 5. And then that should be 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Perfect. Okay. Over 100. And that's good enough, I think, for now. If I have an extra 100 at the end, I'll come back and take these away. But since I have only 1,000 in 100s, I don't know how much condensing I'm gonna do, since I have, I think, like 15 folders that I usually, or envelopes that I usually stuff. We'll come back to it. Back to School has 400 in here, and so I have 200s already. So let's see, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200. Okay, so that works out really well. And I don't think I need any smaller bills in this one necessarily, just because it's going to go to the bank and then be deposited for the school. It's not something where I would need smaller bills anyways. So Back to School now has 400 again. And honestly, you guys, I just was not thinking when I first started this, because I don't watch a lot of these, I was thinking in my head, I was like, oh, I'll just go until like June or July. I'll be able to do a condensing. And then also at that time, I do want to open either an Ally bank account or separate account in our already bank, our high yield savings account. We use CIT, but I don't know if it's something. I really like the aspect that Ally has like the different buckets, and CIT, I don't believe has that opportunity. I really don't think any other bank besides maybe Capital One and Ally have those. And I really like it how it's separated. I don't want to have just like a lump sum, and then in my notes I would have to keep up with how much each has. Even though like it really shouldn't make a difference. Just in my head, one is easier. And I was thinking that I could go that long because I was like, when I watch other people's videos, they go a really long time between condensings, or maybe I just made that up because I don't watch them a lot. I don't know. But here we are. I think I'm going to skip Celebrate and Gifts. They both have $135, but Gifts for sure I have to take money out of soon, so I'm not really worried about how much is in there. And I do prefer the smaller bills. I guess I could switch them to 50s at least. That would be fun. Let's do that. 50, so a 10, 2 20s. Even though counting with 50s is rough sometimes, if your brain has a little, I don't know, bloop. Do I want to do another one? I don't know. Yeah, let's do it. I'll do the 5s because nobody wants 5s, right? So 20, 40, 45, 50. That works. Okay, so 50. All right, so 50, 100, 120, 30, 35. 50s are really nice to give away, so that works out, at least for gifts. For Celebrate, I guess I can do a 100. No, because if you're celebrating, it might be something small that you need. I'm just going to leave Celebrate. I'm all over the place. Travel. Here's the thing. Travel is similar to car maintenance, where it has $180 in there right now. And I know I'm going to have to condense it next time. I don't know. I don't really want to condense it because it's like 180 versus 200, you know what I'm saying? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. But we'll do it. And then again, we don't really need the 5s in there, but we can take a 10, 150, 70, 80. I almost said 90. Okay. Well, it's something. It'll help out. kitty cats. There should be exactly 200 in here, so let's find out. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 200. Wow, amazing. Love to see that. And again, this is another one where like I don't need smaller bills for sure. I'm just gonna, when we need to take them to the vet, I would just deposit this money and then pay with the debit card. Although I guess I could pay with cash at the vet's office. Oh, see, this is my last $200. Actually, I guess that it'll be fine. Kitty Cats has 200. Boo and Peach both have 130. So we'll just switch it to 50s and go from there. Let's see how many 5s I have. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50. That was awesome. I don't know how I did that. 50. 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130. Okay. And then I'll do the same for Peach. I took all the 5s and 2 10s, and that should be 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Perfect. My last 50. Who knew? Who knew? I'll just see if I have any 5s or 10s that need to be condensed. I guess I could have done that with those. Okay. I'm not doing a very good job, am I? That's okay. That was 40. Okay. $45. Why am I only thinking of like bigger bills and not the smaller ones that can be condensed? Washer and dryer has 130 as well, but I don't think, I guess we can, I'm gonna grab a different 10, even though I don't really care what they look like all that much. Money is money, but that one's nice. So take those 2 5s, and then I'm gonna put these 10s in there and grab a 20. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130. See, this is one where I would definitely put in 100 if I had it, but I do not. And then Always Something is the last envelope in here, and it has $225. It actually has quite a bit down here that could be changed out. Just, let's see how many 5s. 10. So a 5 has to stay back. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40. Those are actually really nice 10s. But like I said, money is money, and I don't care if it's wrinkled or anything as long as the bank will accept it. Alright, so there should be 225 in here. We've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 20, 25. Perfect. And my holiday binder will just have to stay how it is because the 50s and the Christmas binder, I don't mind. And I don't believe Father's Day would have that much. I don't know. Yeah, I just needed the 50s. I didn't want to pull out more from the bank because 1,000 seemed like it was plenty. So it is what it is for now. It definitely helped. It's much smaller. And we'll just have to go on from there. Father's Day has 160, by the way. So the goal is, I don't know what the goal is really before we get to Father's Day, but let me switch it and see if we can condense any of the smaller bills. I don't necessarily think it's necessary, but we'll do it. Mother's Day, Father's Day, let's see. Oh, lots of 10s in here. That could be something. Let's see. A 10. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. All right. 20, 40, 60, 80. So this should be 160. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140, 160. Perfect. And then, like I said, Christmas is all 50s, but since I don't have hundreds, oh, actually, it's not all, but mainly all 50s. So since I don't have bigger bills, that's totally fine with me. All right, perfect. That's all I have for you guys. I don't want to count this. It should be 1,000. I counted all my envelopes, so that should be good enough. I know that each of them was correct, so in theory, this should be $1,000. And thank you guys so much for sticking around if you made it to the end. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have not already and you want to, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be here again in a few days, maybe with a cash stuffing, and we can go from there. Thanks, guys. Bye.